Plowing up the middle. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Cage, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. He'll look to throw. Finds his back complete.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. He's dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Man in motion here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. He gets this one to Chandler. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Pass play now. Into traffic, complete. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll throw it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Herbert throwing right away. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Throwing on first is Herbert. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. On 1st down, they'll run. Still has room inside the 15. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. They made it 3 yards on the totes. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Herbert now. Dumps it off to his running back. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll run here from the gun. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up, that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball, and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They've got a first to begin the frame. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Running it after the penalty. Across the 45 and still going. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Running back, motioning right. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They go play action. Here's Herbert. That one's complete, right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, here's Herbert. Complete out to the right. And he'll push this upfield and earn that with 2 set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions trailing on the scoreboard. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. Herbert with a blitz coming. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun. He caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way!
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff, now to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Completed over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Back to pass on 1st and 10. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it sets up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
precise on that prior pass. Here's second down. They are throwing it again. Looking right, and he finds him. And the Lions into a nickel set for third down. They're throwing it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. So it's going to be fourth and short.
I'll say this, unless you're committed to going for it on fourth down, I just don't see why you throw it there. Just power it forward for half a yard and reset those chains, then take your shots further down the field.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Herbert from the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to kick this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a one-score game before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions cut it to a field goal game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Lions are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. 14. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They give it to him again. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Herbert now off the play fake. Balled in left side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, Herbert. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 28.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 28. He's got a man left. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They bring their tight end left. Shotgun snap to Herbert. On the move, headed right. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Complete beyond the marker. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Lions take the lead right away in half number 2. That one right down the middle. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
17.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Hits his running back. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. He hands it off. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
To throw it on first down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard.
Lions 21, Vikings 17.
To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. Now a give running right. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Pass play coming here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. Needs to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings push their lead to 3. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
1
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Herbert. Completed to his running back. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. He got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll run here on 1st down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Finds his back complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They've got a man in motion. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions down by only 3. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for 1st and goal.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
59, 59. 21. Go. Set.
He'll look to throw it. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
They've got first down from the 31. Plowing up the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10. Back to throw. He finds his running back deep down the left side. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Setting up to pass. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it second down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Here he is to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So he shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be third and long. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ballgame.
As we're into the fourth quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long going to be the key here down the stretch.
A conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. Now to throw. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Herbert from the gun. He's on the move. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. It's intercepted. That will do it. And the Vikings make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
Yeah, run up on Big Glow, you won't, I bet your be on the floor. Big Carbon hit like Mayweather, Tula come through and boa. Got millions out there rap, they hate her, but they stole the flow. Got back in after back in coming, I stole the show. Don't run up on that, she a head case, all she do is shoot. I signed my deal up on the PJ and hopped out a parachute. I'm geeked on next week, bout no more features, I might just stir at you. I'm geeked on next week, bout no more features, I might embarrass you. Yeah, Glow, stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, Glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, Glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, Glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, Glow, curving on curving, my layers. Yeah, Glow, say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, Glow, keep running circles around these snail. Yeah, Glow, and my bumping up in the jail. On the Big Glow, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck, got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on her, you better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players, my folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky, when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em, Glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em, Glow, stop overthinking, these can't fuck with you. Get 'em, Glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on God. Yeah, Glow, stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, Glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, Glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, Glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, Glow, curving on curving, my layers. Yeah, Glow, say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, Glow, keep running circles around these snail. Yeah, Glow, and my bumping up in the jail. On the yeah, Glow. Yeah, Glow.
Hey, yo, fresh out the fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the lead, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still chat. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant, sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever.
Getting kind of dangerous. Feels like it's a load. My mind stunning like a cloud of dust. My heart always wants to run. Oh, if you